Weber bureaucratic theory background. Max Weber, a German sociologist and author of the Protective Economy and the Spirit of Capitalism, at 1905, was the first of the adopt and characterized the term bureaucracy at the end of 19th century. This is also known as the Max Weber theory, the bureaucratic management theory. Bureaucracy definition. Bureaucracy is defined as an organizational structure characterized by many rules, standardized process, procedure, and requirement, a large number of tasks, a meticulous division of a level of responsibility, clear hierarchies, and professional, almost impersonal interactions between employees. See characteristics of the bureaucratic theory. First, task specialization or specialization and definition of level. On the basis of competencies and function, specialization tasks are divided into simple or routine categories. Second, hierarchical layer of authority. Managers are organized into hierarchical layer, which is layer responsible for its staff and overall performance. There are many hierarchical positions in bureaucratic organizational structure. This is the trademark and the foundation of a bureaucracy. Third, formal selection. All employees are chosen based on their technical skill and competencies, which they have gained through training, education, and experience. Fourth is rules and requirements are defined. Formal rules and requirements are required to ensure consistency and ensure that employees understand exactly what is expected of them. In this regard, the rules and requirements are predictable. Fifth, impersonal or impersonality and personal indifference, which is regulation and clear requirement create distant and impersonal relationship between employees with the benefit of preventing nepotism of outsider or political involvement. Bureaucracy are characterized by this impersonal relationship. Last but not least is career orientation. Employees is a bureaucratic organization are chosen based on their experience, decides in the placement of the right people in the right position, allowing for the most efficient use of human capital.
There are 6 viewpoints about the approach into this context, which is government, college and universities, police department, motorist leasing, health insurance payment, and fire department. So firstly, government. So first point is stylish illustration of regulatory action. First, the main of government. The main of government is to help the government run easily and prudently. Second, college and university. College and university will earn to be excellent exemplification of regulatory association. Third is police department. The only public association allowed to commit violence as part of their job, and the extraordinary power they have, which is police can use the gun in the correct situation. Right, motorist leasing, which is there are clear process that must be followed to get a leasing, which is must join any class within 2 weeks. Fifth is health insurance payment. Insurance payment is a unique type of regulatory that requires certain measure that was structured to save life. Lastly, fire department. That is the only way things can be done in any orderly manner. There are 3 simple examples which we can see around us, which is first, having mail delivered to your home. Second, going to school. And third, driving a car. Next 4 is the related example with bakery. Foodsco is transnational consumer packaging goods company. Foodsco owned by the Kroger Co. and was invented in 1977. SCO is commission headquarters are in San Antonio, California. This resolution aims at furnishing with the freshest quality of food at the smallest possible price. A group of directors in FoodSco, which is Sandra Young, she is Principal Operating Officer. Second, Matt Santos, which is Principal Fiscal Officer. Third, Erica Dreyfus, which is Principal Marketing Officer. And lastly, Zachary Pender, which is Principal Sustainability Officer.
Advantage and disadvantage of bureaucracy by Max Weber. First, advantages: specializations. A specific task were assigned to each employee in the company, and they work with a co-worker who specializes in that task to do. This activity will ensure that the task they have been given runs smoothly. 2. Structure. It needs to be established and outlined in terms of rules, reporting, and requirement structure. Setting a template and a framework for a certain task will ensure that an organization can perform properly. 3. Rationality. Being able to measure the goals that have been set to ensure that the members are able to plan ahead in order to make a decision in everyday scenarios. As a result of their prior experience, they will be able to make better decisions based on their logic. 4. Predictability. Rule, specialization, structure, and training all depend on predictability in order to keep an organization stable. Prediction is one of the structure framework for dealing with the complexity of a task in order to be ready for anything unexpected to arrive in the future. 5. Democracy. Members of an organization will vote for their leader. Rules and policies govern the group, and no one is given an advantage when it comes to democracy. Democracy can also be used to select the best course of action for the group. It places a high value on education and experience. Disadvantage. First, rigidity. This rigidity stems from a lack of creativity which is stifled by a tight code of conduct. As a result, the corporation may be shielded from responsibility in the event of a mishap. 2. Goal displacement. Goal displacement rules and organizational frameworks that frame an organization to achieve organizational objectives at every level were designed. As a result, the organization's overarching aims may be overlooked when lower levels employees focus on their own personal objectives. Thus, because of the rules and restrictions, they will be unable to come up with new ideas or aims. 3. Lack of personalities. The organization's norms and regulations take precedence over the desires and feelings of the individual. An organization's mental health may be negatively impacted by a few of these policies. Tip: all work must be examined in draft and original form to avoid wasting time, money, and space. There is possibility that the procedure will cause delays and dissatisfaction from members. This results in a slew of paperwork that began with a lack of attention to detail. 5. Employee building. Everyone in a position of authority is motivated by the desire to see their employees grow. They use their position to attract new subordinates by using their authority. Eventually, they will stop attending meetings and force their employees to work non-stop instead. This could lead to major issues for the company in the future.